Hi everyone, this is Dina. I'm here today with earring tutorials. We're going to do multiple pairs of earrings today. All of these earrings are from the extra little bead strand that you can buy made by Jesse James Beads from the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend Design Challenge Kit released by Softflex in March of 2025. So, this kit, as I said, this is the extra bead strand that you can purchase from Jesse James. So as you can see, we're going to make 3 different pairs of earrings. So you're going to need just about everything except for these 5 beads over here from the bead strand. Everything else is from the bead strand except for the headpins. So you're going to need 3 sets of headpins, so 3 pairs, 3 pairs of ear wires, and then only 8 11-0 seed beads. I've got my Miyuki size 11-0 seed beads sitting here. This is the Duracoat galvanized silver color. My Miyuki's number is 4201 if you're interested in that. So those are the only extra things that you're going to need. I'm going to be using the one-step looper today. This is the 2.25 millimeter size. And then I'll need round nose pliers just in case the loop does not close up all the way, and then I've got flat nose pliers as well, so that way I can open and close the ear wires if I need to. So go ahead and gather up your supplies and meet me back, and we'll start with the first earring. Alright, so this will be earring number 1. So with this one I have just a little fancy little head pin. This is actually in the gunmetal color, which I was looking for some in my stash that were more of the silver color, and I just didn't find anything that had a something fancy down at the end of the head pin. So wanted something a little bit different, so that way we can have a little bit of an extra embellishment just on the bottom of the earring. So this one's pretty simple. We're going to take the little small rondelle, crystal rondelle that came with the kit. We'll put that on the head pin first. Then we're going to take the 4-leaf clover, is kind of what I call them, clover beads. We're going to take one of those and then just string that on just like that. Now, with the one-step looper, I want to make sure that all of my loops are in the fashion where they're facing you. So I want to make all the loops facing me. So I'm making sure that the point of, or the decoration that's down here, if you have a front and a back side or a front and a side like that, because the side is just, there's nothing there. So you don't see that much. So I want this to be on the front. So I want to make sure that the loop is going in a circle to where you can see it, because the ear wire is going to sit like this. So my ear wire hole is going in a loop going in the opposite way. So I want to make sure that I make the loop in the correct way. So I'm holding the head pin to where the decoration is going to be facing me. And then, see if I can do this on camera. I'm going to put the head pin into the one-step looper, and I'm holding on to everything. I'm making sure that the beads are up against the back of the looper there. And then all you do is you just close down on it. Now when the beads are sitting up against like this, you want to just pull back just a little bit. And then that helps to kind of center your loop on your wire. Now just take your round nose pliers and just close up the bottom of that loop a little bit. Just like that. I'm going to make sure it's touching. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then I can I can just open this guy up and make sure that your loop is correct. So I do have the decoration of the head pin down here facing me, and the loop is also facing me. So that's in the correct way that I wanted. So we're going to twist this open, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add my ear wire just like that. Twist that closed, and now you have one of your 3 simple earrings with the bead strand already completed. So meet me back and I'll show you number 2. Alrighty, so here is earring number 2, and it is a slight change of plans. If you've noticed from the first clip, the bead orientation is slightly different. I had the crystal rondelle down at the bottom, and then the large opaque white crystal was on top of that. So I just flipped those two. The reason for that is that the little washer spacer thingy that we're using, plus this guy, plus the large rondelle, kept going through, straight through the head pin. So I had to change it up a little bit. So a little bit slight change of plans. So we're going to need that two of those little white washers. We're going to need the larger crystal rondelles. We're going to need those opaque large white rondelles, both of the oval crystals, and then the little sparkly round ball, rhinestone ball guys. We'll need those too. So on your head pin, we're going to start off with the large rondelle this time. So we'll put that guy on first, and then we're going to put the crystal rondelle. We're going to put the spacer, the washer on top of that, then the oval crystal, and then end with the sparkly little round rhinestoney bead. Just like that. And just like we did last time, we're going to put our wire into the one-step looper, and then make sure that the beads are sitting up against the side of the back side of the looper, and then just pull down on it, and then do a little bit of a twist backwards. That's just to help center it all again. And then this one actually closed up a little bit better than the first one did, I think. So we're just going to have just a little small adjustment. And then just make sure that it's touching. Yep, that's pretty good. I'm liking that. So we're going to swing it open and then add our ear wire. Like that. So now we have easy little set of beads, or set of earrings. Number 2 is set and done. So meet me back and I'll show you number 3. Alrighty, so here is earring number 3. So for this one, we're going to need that fancy crystal cage that came with the strand. We're going to need both sizes of the pearls. We're going to need both of the, these look kind of like daisy spacers in a way, the little silver daisy spacers. Then your last head pin, your last ear wire, and then just 4 Miyuki seed beads. And that's just to help kind of give a little bit of extra space in between this guy and that guy. So we're going to start off with the crystal cage, little flowery cage. So we're going to put that on first. We're going to string on our 4 seed beads. Then we're going to put our large pearl on next. This almost looks like a snowman in a way. Then we're going to put on our little daisy spacer, and then the small pearl. And there you go. Kind of looks like a snowman that has like a fancy dress or something. I don't know. Something like that. So once again, we're going to put this into our one-step looper. Make sure the beads are up against the edge. And once you're happy with where it sits, and I'm not in focus, there we go. Once you're happy with where it sits, then you just push down on it. Oh, and it did not cut again. It's been doing that, and I'm not sure what I'm doing incorrectly. So what do you do when that happens? You just go in and you create yourself a little loop. Just make sure you don't cut the whole thing like I almost did. So I'm doing something wrong with the way that I'm holding it, I think. But that's okay. We're going to get in there and make sure that we cut flush side towards the loop itself. And we're just going to cut off the rest of it. And we're going to make our own little loop. So there's ways of fixing things, so don't fret if something happens and you're like, great, what do I do now? Just figure out how to fix it. And then I'm just finishing that loop off with my round nose, and that looks pretty close to the original one, just like that. So we're pretty good. So now we're going to swing that one open like we've been doing, and then add our ear wire and swing it back closed. And now you have earring number 3 complete. Alrighty, so here is our set of 3 pairs of earrings that we made, all containing beads from the Jessie James extra little bead strand that you can purchase that goes along with the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend Design Challenge Kit that is released by Softflex. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified when I can come out with another new videos of unboxings and other tutorials. Thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!